When you're home, it's easy to overlook the beauty around you. Bangor has many beautiful parks, trails, and ways to enjoy the outdoors. One nonprofit organization organized a cleanup to make sure residents are able to kick off spring activities in a clean environment. Heart of Maine United Way is hosting its annual Week of Action, which includes a variety of activities for locals to volunteer and give back to their communities. To kick off the week, advocates gathered at Talbot Park, formerly known as 2nd Street Park in Bangor, to clean up the area a bit. The chief impact officer said it's the perfect opportunity for people from any background to come together for one common cause.
It's super important to feel connection to your community. Unfortunately, things are a little more divided, a little more, polarizing these days in the world. And this is an opportunity where it doesn't matter kind of your background or what you believe in politically or religiously or otherwise. It's a universal kind of feeling of giving back, and everyone can be proud of that. So we think it's super important at United Way to be able to organize events like this, to get people involved, and to promote that volunteerism. And it makes you feel good, so why not come out and volunteer?
Volunteers received a free lunch and t-shirt to thank them for their efforts. If you missed today's event, there are additional volunteer options for the week that will be available. And if you're interested, you can go to homeunitedway.org/week of action.